Dentists often ask, what would you say is the most important part of owning a dental practice, but often gets overlooked? Two aspects of ownership are essential to your dental practice success, and both are things most dentists give little attention to. One is obviously HR, human resources, and team cultivation. Two is your doctor-patient communication skills. First, to build up a successful practice, you need to build up a successful and steady team. Kurt Warner, a former NFL quarterback who led the St. Louis Rams to victory in Super Bowl 34, once remarked, "There are probably less than 20 people on the planet who can do what I do." There are 32 teams in the NFL, and Kurt thinks that less than 20 quarterbacks could take you to the Super Bowl. This underscores the exceptional rarity and skills required to be an NFL quarterback, capable of leading a team to the Super Bowl, and how important it is to find the best team players. In sports, HR is everything. In dentistry, most dentists think it comes down to how many microns does the crown fit. If you have a player on your team that you know could never take you to the Super Bowl, then why are they on your team? You'd scream at your TV if you saw these lame players on your home sports teams, but many have some of these players in their own office. If your team members have been with the practice an average of 5 years, that's about as long as your average patient will stay too. Dentists love to think their clinical skills alone will be enough to keep patients coming into their practice, but that's not true, especially for patients who are there just for regular scheduled cleanings and exams. At a typical hygiene appointment, how many minutes does a patient spend with a hygienist versus a dentist? I even say that many patients spend more time with the front desk team, checking in, paying their balance, scheduling their next appointment, than they do with the actual doctor. So what happens if every time they come in for a cleaning, they end up with a different hygienist? "Oh, but I love Megan," they'll say. If they had a connection with her, maybe they had kids about the same age, or their spouses went to the same college, they now have to start from scratch with a new person on their next visit. And they'll wonder what you did to make Megan leave. You have to remember that dentistry is all relationship based because it's in so many ways we're selling the invisible. Everything we do is based on the patients trusting us. When you're staying at a hotel, why does the glass by the sink have a cardboard lid on it? They are selling the invisible. They are letting you know it's a clean glass. Why does the toilet have that little paper slip around it? So you know they cleaned the toilet. You didn't see the maid clean the room. The maids are selling their invisibility by leaving clues along the way. My favorite quote from Selling the Invisible by Harry Beckworth is, "Don't sell the steak, sell the sizzle," which emphasizes the importance of focusing on the emotional appeal and perceived value of your dental services rather than its technical details. It reminds everyone in dentistry to connect with their patients' desires and experiences to build stronger, more memorable relationships. Straight talk times two, which brings me to the second point. Patients won't trust you if they can't understand and connect with you. When you're talking to patients and you're tossing out terms like mesial and occlusal, anterior and posterior, in case you forgot, here's what posterior means to most people, their butt. Imagine going to the mechanic for an oil change and having them talk about your vehicle filters or lifters. I don't even like it when they ask if I want 30 weight or 40 weight oil. Who's the pro here? Why are you asking me? I'm a dentist. You need to speak to patients in language you understand at their level. Outside of the clinical environment, show me one person besides a dentist who refers to their mouth as an oral cavity. In fact, whatever you do, do not Google oral cavity. Straight talk also means being honest with patients. I've had people in the chair and I forwarded my contact information straight from my phone to them saying, if anything goes wrong, I want to be the first to know. I'm only going to know if you tell me. I need you to be straight with me. And if you aren't, that's not going to help the next patient. I can't tell you how important it is to make your team and your patients feel welcome and respected in your practice. But if you don't make it a priority, you absolutely need to. If you enjoyed this episode of Howard Speaks, please like, subscribe, share, and comment below. I do read all of your comments. I appreciate you, your thoughts, and support. So be good and have a rocking great day. Dentists often ask, what would you say is the most important